football. It's week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. On first down, Lincoln, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking. They just have to keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Lance looking to throw it. He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
I always love the opening game of the season, and for the players, always nice to get those firsts out of the way, isn't it? How about here? The first sack of the season. Not just in the first game, but in the opening drive. That's the way to get things kicked off.
And he's going to go down again. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying if he can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Hands it off out of the gun. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. There you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
They'll run on first down. Richards. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Right back to him on first down. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So the drive there took 6 plays, and the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
To throw again on second down. Lance. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, Lincoln stays on his feet, and past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
Something to watch here in Week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Working from the gun, Lance. He finds his man, complete. It's Dawson, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. Now Lance. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Lance now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And some room to work. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 57 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's complete. This is starts. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Punching it in from a yard away. And Washington has taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
They'll run on first down. Lincoln, and he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Shotgun now for Lance. He finds his man, complete. That's Stevenson. Touchdown, Eagles! A great play there. 47 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And the Washington offense going back to work. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right. On first down, Miller. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Looking to throw. Miller. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week one. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day one.
Here's Miller looking to throw on second down. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Right back to him on first down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On third down, it's Richards, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 103 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one. All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on third and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try and run for it. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And Washington has taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Lance. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You definitely would like to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Miller throwing on 1st down. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. To throw again. Wide open receiver complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Returning it, Hill. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Now Miller to throw on 2nd down. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. On 1st down, Richards. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Give them 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Another completion there. And we think back to the draft in the spring. This franchise essentially handing him the keys to the operation, a top 5 pick. Charles, how ready do you think he is?
I think he's ready for the NFL in terms of size, speed, the makeup of him, the character of him. The key is going to be, will this team accept everything he brings to the game and adapt to it? Not just necessarily plug him into something that he doesn't do well.
Miller now on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, they certainly gave it an attempt. They had a diminutive receiver like this running through the land of giants in the middle of the field, but they couldn't find enough room to get him the football.
On 2nd down, it's Richards, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the gun on 3rd down, Miller escaping the pressure right, and he'll just get rid of it. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a 1st down.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Gets this one to Hill. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And Ron Rivera, he's going to keep the offense on the field. They're going for it. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Richards, and he is not going anywhere. They stop it for no gain. Well, they knew who to turn to on 4th down. Their horse, they needed the short yardage. He just couldn't get it. And
that's a surprise because normally that's bread and butter for them, right? Hand it to the big guy, let him go, pick up the first.
They'll run on 1st down. Lincoln able to evade the tackle, but then quickly brought down just outside the 5. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The Lance going to throw. Flushed out right. And they'll get him down up past the 15.
What's To me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know. I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. And now they'll throw with Lance. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
He finds his man, complete. That's Dawson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. On first down, Lincoln. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Lance. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down. Lance now to throw. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down in position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. They'll keep it on the ground. Richards. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Washington on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. Back to throw. Miller. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So a nice throw there. And, CD, I have to think you've been impressed with what you've seen thus far here in his debut.
Now, you know me well. I have been impressed because what I've seen is him starting to understand how to play the game in a short amount of time. The dazzling plays, they'll come and with experience. But right now, we're seeing him handle the game, make all the smart plays and the right reads.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick. He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Washington on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Miller. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 39.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Miller. He finds his man. Complete. It's Richards. And he'll go down at the 28.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Here's Miller on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On 2nd down now, it's Rodriguez. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
Miller looking to throw on 2nd down. The quick slant caught. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And that went off the mark, a little late with a throw. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And his kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Here's Lance. That is caught by Lamb. Touchdown! Philadelphia! C.D. Lamb, 65 yards. And the Eagles have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The return man is Hill. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Second and 8 coming up. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Richards. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll run on first down. It's Rodriguez. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. So here we go, Charles, third down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. He finds his man, complete. It's Richards. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up second down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Looking to throw. Miller, he'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45, and it